Hey guys, welcome back. We have the last in a series, the last from my buddy Chris, who sent in several of his South African knives. And I hope this is not the last South African knife I'm going to have on the channel because, well, I can tell you it will not be the last one because I am going to own a South African knife here soon. I don't know if I'm going to buy one of Chris's that he loaned in because he said they were all kind of for sale if I wanted something. We'll see. And I don't know that this is my favorite one, but it's interesting that I left this one to the last. And I didn't do it all on purpose. I just kind of picked and chose off of the table here and grabbed one every day I wanted to film and said, let's do this one. And it just so turns out that this is one of my favorites of the group. So I left in the box, and I wanted to just open the box and kind of give you guys the full experience of opening, a custom knife. I've talked about it before, and I will talk about it again. Presentation is important. Whether you're spending, $100 on a Spyderco that comes in the little plastic, cardboard box, which is okay. It's $100. When you're spending $500, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 on a knife, the higher the value of the knife, the nicer I think the presentation should be. And that's a personal opinion. I have bought some $2,000 knives that come in just a black standard zipper pouch. I think they could step it up a little bit. I'm not going to knock anybody, but I think you could step it up in that $2,000 range. So let's get this out of the way right now. This is in the $700 range. Okay? Just keep that number in the back of your head and tell me in the comments what you think this would cost from an American maker. Believe me, way more than $700. So this is the Jaco de Kock PL1. And as we open it up, first thing you notice is the knife itself in kind of a black velvet cushioned deal, right? On the inside of the box is a metal certificate of authenticity, I guess you'd call it, where it talks about all the information. Okay? And I'll talk about some of the details and stuff. Pull it out, has a nice little recessed, it's made for the knife, right? And then Chris puts the paperwork, basically the receipt, down underneath, so he keeps it all together, which I think is awesome. I, too, try to keep all of my paperwork together with all of my knives so that if I do go to sell one, everything is right there. And yeah, I'm not shy about it. If I sell a knife and there is a receipt with it, oftentimes there's not. It was a PayPal secondhand deal. But if there's a receipt or something, I include it in the box. Whatever. Even if I charged you more, you'll know I paid X and I charged you Y. Whatever. Supply and demand, all that good stuff. So, I'm not even going to jump into the specs. We're going to zoom in, as I've done with a lot of the South African ones, just because I don't know if you care about the specs on these. So this is a carbon fiber scales, titanium frame, anodized blue, titanium backspacer, raw titanium backspacer, nebulous Damascus bolsters, which I don't think the camera is really picking up. The way the lighting is and whatnot. Let me see if the flashlight helps or makes it worse. Yeah, it doesn't show up the colors quite as well under the light, but we'll leave the light on for just a moment. Damascus pocket clip, which matches the blade, which is awesome. One thing I would change, if we wanted to take, for me personally to the next level is I would have used that same Damascus blade pattern in the backspacer. I know the Fisher brothers all kind of do that, which I think is fantastic. That's just a little extra detail. The fit and finish between the Damascus bolster and the carbon fiber scale, it's kind of chamfered there. You cannot feel that on either side. It is, well, okay, right there you can feel just a little bit, which is okay. There's going to be some variance, but this, my God, is so precision. It's not even funny. The detent is about perfect. Look at that blade. This is from Vegas Forge. Very nice, well executed, awesome grind. Super clean. He put just his logo on the front there. That's it. Nothing else. That's all you need. Nice grind lines. Super great swedge. Nice taper to the front. I mean, just outstanding. Runs on bearings. Has a super smooth close. Drop shut, but not guillotine shut. Nice and controlled. Just a joy. Super satisfying. Fits great in the hand. You can kind of choke up a little bit. But this this knife will have you changing your mind about EDC, I think. $700, give or take. Right? I mean, let's take a closer look at the inside now that the blade's open. Shed some light on this. So the inside of the liners are finished. Kind of that engine turning, old school. It's also got some dust in there, but I like the textured backspacer. I love everything about this one. And if I was going to buy one of Chris's, it very well may be this one. The detent is not going to come open, but it's effortless. It's just, I don't know. I don't have one of those fancy, pull strength measurers, but it's almost like nothing, like no pressure. You just barely tap it and it flies out, but it's not going to deploy accidentally. It's a perfect balance on the detent. Absolutely stunning. So let's do just a couple of size dimensions. 4 3/8 long. Overall is 7 5/8. 3.3-inch blade. Runs on bearings, carbon fiber scale. Let me kind of just run through my list here. So that's the long and short of it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful piece. And at the price point, I think it's something that you could carry every day. I mean, it really is. And you would feel good about it. It's fairly sharp. And would get some attention. Let's do a couple of size comparisons. Let's do it backwards here just because of the size of the clip. It kind of makes it lay on the table uneven. So there it is next to the Sharpie. The Spyderco Delica. The Holt Spectre. Now here we go. At table price, this is $800 and something dollars. Give or take. Okay? Secondary market is freaking stupid on these. And I've said that publicly. I don't care. It's stupid. It's a great knife, the Holt Spectre, but it is not an $1,800 great knife. If that makes sense. It's worth all of $800, $900. If it's got Damascus blade, yes, your price is going to go up. Some exotic materials and stuff, it's going to go up. But this is an $900 knife all day long. Look what you're getting for less money. And this is not a knock against Holt. Not at all. They are great, and it's an awesome knife. But if you search out a South African maker, you can get Damascus, carbon fiber, a lot of exotic materials for the same price or under. So don't discount other makers. And this is also drop shutty. This one needs a little bit of cleaning. But yeah, that's basically same price point there. And along the same price point, the Todd Begg Steelcraft Field Marshal. These with the Damascus Dama steel blade is, I think, list price on this is $777 is what sticks in my mind. It's, $750, under $800, $777, $775. I got it on sale from Knives Ship Free at 50% off, which was a perfect price. So again, here's the same price range, made offshore in China, production, nice knife, great ergos, runs well, but it's a production knife. Custom, handmade, 1x1 for cheaper price. More exotic materials, not just a titanium frame lock with a Dama steel blade. That's really the only fancy part of this one. It runs great. Not drop shut, but it runs great, feels awesome in the hand and all that. Nothing against it. But for less money, you get a lot more bang for your buck from a South African maker. And I think that's really my point with these South African makers. I think they're so underrated. Nobody knows about them because they don't have a big market share. They don't do a lot of advertising. They don't have a ton of videos being made on them. But for dollar for donuts, this is the way to go. Cheaper, better fit and finish, more exotic materials than a lot of stuff you're getting from America, from an American-made company, or the Chinese production. Your handmade custom from South Africa gives you a lot more for a little bit less money. So, worth checking into some South African makers. There is a link in the description to my South African maker playlist, which I will be adding to as I get some more in. I don't know if Chris has any more, but I will ask and see if he can send me some more. I know that my buddy Alex at Alex's Knife Box has some more that he will send. I just am digging the South African makers, and soon I will own a South African maker in my collection. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts on makers outside the U.S. What are your thoughts? And again, it's nothing against U.S. makers. I'm all for buying American and all that good stuff. But I have no problem buying from China or South Africa or Custom Knife Factory in Russia. I'm ambiguous. I'll buy from anybody that has good quality products that uses the right materials. So thanks, guys. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you tomorrow.